Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Rennie, and if you're returning, hi, welcome back. I missed you and I hope you're doing well. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about, by the title of this video, my mid-year stats. My mid-year stats are equal to what was on my vision board at the beginning of 2026, and since we're like pretty much mid-year-ish, almost towards the end of the year, it's almost September, which is crazy. We're transitioning into soon it being 2027, which is, that's crazy. Without further ado, let's just get into this video. Basically, like I said, it's about my vision board, and I just thought this would be a cool idea to give, like, I don't know, give my future self this, you know, understanding of like you've accomplished so many things, and also just in general as like motivation to keep going. So, and also maybe if you're out there and you're trying to work towards goals, you have a vision board and you're stressed out about, you know, everything, you can kind of look back on it and be like, yeah, I'm actually doing better than I thought. So yeah, throughout the years, I've done vision boards for like, I think 4 years now. 3, 4, whatever. I've done a couple of them and they were huge at first and then they progressively got smaller. And I mean that because not in the sense of like I'm not looking to achieve a lot each year. It's just more I've honed into specific little things and become more detailed. Because if you become more detailed with a goal, you're actually going to be able to envision it and you're going to be able to take the step by step to getting to that goal. So yeah, so basically, this is my vision board. She's very small. She's a little square, a little rectangle. She's very small. It is, I think, good in the sense of just becoming more detailed. So what I wanted to focus on, since I'm a very artsy-fartsy person, I like to make vision boards more like pretty and aesthetic. So I only went for photos that I really felt like resonated with me going into picking out what I wanted to do. And yeah, so to talk about the things that I feel like I have accomplished throughout this year and am continuing to, we'll go into like each of them. So basically, this one right here, we'll talk about the moving one up here. So that's a girl with a bunch of moving boxes. I have California. I have Welcome to California here. Fun fact, guys, I did indeed move to California. I moved to California, I think 8 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago with my beautiful, lovely girlfriend, Laisha, and have been here ever since. Going into the next one is a bunch of little dance stuff, like this girl. A nice chambray, and then like a girl here doing some ballet, some yoga stuff. I've been doing a lot to further my professional dance career, and mainly in the sense of I've been working to get into a company I really love. I have been really working, putting all of my energy into that, but also I've been putting my energy into just getting exposed to the LA dance scene. It's very different than how East Coast is. West Coast and East Coast are very different when it comes to just the culture of dance and dance styles and just how like you approach movement, which I've been learning a lot. So I've been kind of going into that direction of company work, and also I booked a gig for an amusement park gig, and honestly, I never thought I was gonna say that. I never thought I would say like I'm doing an amusement park thing. This is cool because I love Halloween. I'm working Fright Fest, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be a dancer, a part of a show, so I think it's gonna be really fun. And yeah, it's gonna give me more exposure to like more street styles and like hip hop and like whacking, which never thought that would be my first gig, but hey, I'm not complaining. And I'm getting paid for what I got my degree in, which is amazing. So that also goes into the you're hired. So yeah, so those are like a few of them. And also going into the next one, you see these two girls kissing. Oh, right there. that is to represent my relationship with my beautiful girlfriend. And yeah, we just had our 2-year anniversary like 2 days ago. So I would say, oh my god, and it's angel numbers 222. What the fuck? That's actually funny. That's crazy. So, as you can see, the stars are aligning. Me and my girlfriend, I put this here to just maintain like the continuation of our relationship, because I obviously want to be a good partner and a good girlfriend and keep showing up for her and supporting her and her everyday needs and her goals and aspirations as much as she provides for me, and just like continuing to grow together in a healthy, positive way, you know? So yeah, that one's there, and I think I'm doing pretty good on that one. The next one is thoughts are not facts. If you follow me on TikTok, or yeah, I think TikTok, honestly. I don't think I've talked about it, or if you know me in person, I struggle with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I just got diagnosed literally right when I moved out here, so aka 8 months ago. And that was hard, obviously, and it still is sometimes hard, but I think that I've made a lot of progress. I know that I go to therapy for it now, and being an exposure, I can't talk. Exposure response prevention therapy, which is ERP. Being in that has really helped me like put in preventative, or not preventative, but like ways to manage and keep myself in maintenance with my OCD so it doesn't like ruin my entire quality of life. So I believe that I have been getting better with that. Obviously, I still have hard days. I think anyone does, but it's so much better than it was before I moved to the West Coast. Oh yeah, and then this is another one. Stop. It's an intrusive thought. It will pass. You are safe. So yeah, that's another one for that. Again, like I said, I really tried to like narrow it down of the things I wanted to really focus on so I could strive to get pretty far in those. So the next thing is journaling right down here. I feel like I've journaled. I don't think I journal every day. I wish I could get to a point where I went back to journaling every day. I just feel like maybe structuring it in the sense of, instead of just word vomiting, sometimes that's helpful. But other times I feel like I just need a gratitude list to start the day off. Would be ideal. So that's kind of my goal throughout the rest of this year, is to try to create more of a positive mindset when I wake up in the morning by literally writing out what I'm grateful for, even if it's the same things, because I can only get so creative, you know? So then the next thing is these Nespresso pods right here. This was like right when I got my Nespresso maker right there. We actually need to get our Nespresso like descaling thing, which is just to like clean it, but we've been pretty good at making coffee at home usually. Just lately, since we haven't gotten that, we've been getting coffee, but I'm not mad about it. I think that we've been pretty good, and yeah, I'm pretty chill with that. Also, the next things are filming. You can see right up here, the little camera, and the 500 subscribers. That's my goal, is to get literally to as many, which, thank you if you're subscribed, and if you're watching this, subscribe. Little self promo. I just think it would be cool if I could get up to that many and just really like push out like good quality videos and just kind of keep growing with it. That's my overall goal. And then going into the next thing, this 5 a.m., I think the earliest I've been able to get up is 6 a.m. We still struggle sometimes. So that one's still a work in progress. I don't think I honestly want to wake up at 5. I think maybe I might change it to 6. I just don't think that I should be awake that early. I think 6 is I think I need that extra hour, especially depending on the schedule and the time of when I go to sleep. Sometimes my body just needs more time to like recoup. But I do want like a lot of morning time just to get ready and just to mentally get myself together. But I think 6 is more of a feasible, 6 or 7, 6, 7. And yeah, so then the final one I think that we have, well, the final 2 are running. You see this girl running, and then there's food prep. There's also like the leg machine. My girlfriend and I got a gym membership like a little bit ago. Hadn't used it. We're now using it, and we're now pushing ourselves to actually create a routine. So I feel pretty good with that. And also with this new contract that I'm like dancing in, I feel like that'll be more motivation for me to go to the gyms to prevent injury and to also set up just a feasible routine to make sure I'm good and able to do what I need to do to make the show and make, everything look good. Hopefully this video gave you some inspiration on just life and like looking back. If you made a vision board and you're like, I don't really know if I accomplished it or whatever. Number one, the year's not over. The year's not over at all. We're at like more than halfway, but you still have so many days. And also vision boards are to benefit you at the end of the day. They're not to make you feel like shit about yourself. They're supposed to be feasible with your lifestyle and also just make sense for your goals. That's why I think making them smaller might make them a little bit better. Oh yeah, also, I did add some quotes in, but I didn't focus so much on so many like quotes, like motivational things. I tried to just pick a few things that would really like lock in with me. And one of them was, the more audacity you have, the more life rewards you. And that is to saying that to somebody who I feel like in the past I am more passive, and moving out here was definitely a more assertive role. And even like the things I'm doing, I'm making more friends now. I'm putting myself out there to network, and I've been rewarded. Number one, more connections, more amazing friends, more amazing people in my life. Just a better overall like sense of self when it comes into how do I show up in a room with people. And I just think the word audacity means a lot in the sense of just making yourself more assertive to reaching those goals. So that was like the only like quote I used in, but I would focus mainly on adding things that are very, very close to you and are worded in a way that you understand and that you can continue to thrive with, rather than do better every day or like, just some random miscellaneous quote. And hey, that might work for other people, but it might not work for you. So I would be very picky with what you put on your vision board. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. But yeah, like I said, I hope that this video gave you some inspiration and made you think, maybe I should look at my vision board, see where I have achieved, what I still need to work on. Because we're human at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to, just change like that. We have to kind of start putting in routines and just going with those to continue to strive to be better. But yeah, I really like this video. I think this was fun to sit down and just chit chat. It's also a little bit different than what I've been doing lately. I usually just do vlogs. But yeah, I hope that you have a good rest of your day or night or wherever you are. And I hope that, again, this gave you some inspiration. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace.